What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw, the go-home show before Elimination Chamber. What did you think of the show, Matthew?
Definitely a hype show for Elimination Chamber, to be honest with you, especially with Sami Zayn, who showed up confronting Cody Rhodes, too. So you guys want to stick around for that. Nonetheless, dude, honestly, a pretty good jam-packed show. I think the way they opened it was certainly surprising. We haven't seen somebody like this open a show in what, quite some time since she was really
Absolutely.
on top of the mountain. So it was Becky Lynch in the ring opening up Raw, Adam Pearce actually next to her. So what actually happened, Becky Lynch asked Adam Pearce to give her a chance to earn a spot in the women's chamber match, but before he could answer, Bayley came out to interrupt. Then Bianca Belair joins them. Bianca Belair gives an idea and says, "You know what? I like the hunger, just like a good champion. Bianca's a great women's champion. Actually booking a triple threat match tonight, so it's Bayley versus Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Now, if Bayley or Becky Lynch wins tonight, whoever wins is going to be added to the Elimination Chamber match for the women's um spot.
Chamber.
Now, it's already booked. So the way this is going to happen is whoever wins this match tonight, if it's Bayley or Becky, it's going to start as a triple threat match at the Elimination Chamber. So that's our main event, triple threat match, phenomenal match. We'll get to that later on. So quick backstage interview for Judgment Day. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins making their way to the ring, facing Finn Balor and Damian Priest. The crowd was just so into it, chanting "We want mommy." Dominic, he has to do a little bit more to get the crowd kind of pissed off. You know what I mean? He has it, but he has to do a little bit more. But other than that, great match. Balor ended up getting a win with a coup de grace. Montez Ford. Decent match. I feel it could have been better, but you know what? Everybody's saving their momentum for Elimination Chamber. Judgment Day with a clean win nonetheless. Edge and Beth Phoenix actually saving the Street Profits after the match, beating down Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley came out of nowhere to save Dominic and deliver a riptide to Beth Phoenix. So this definitely hyped up Elimination Chamber, Damian Priest in the men's Elimination Chamber match, and then Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor versus Edge and Beth Phoenix this Saturday.
Yeah, dude, it was a perfect tie-in for everything, really. It got us all excited for Elimination Chamber. The show got off to a hot start with Becky Lynch coming out. And you know what? It's really got me hyped up for Elimination Chamber. I think we're going to see some surprises come this Saturday.
I think so. I think we'll see a few surprises, especially whoever's going to win each match is going to come as a surprise. I think it's going to be a phenomenal showdown. So our contract signing next, Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Lesnar out
These
first,
never go
actually.
well.
Oh no, no. Adam Pearce there too. Poor Adam Pearce. He just doesn't get a break, dude. Really?
He's
Like
stuck in the middle all the time.
he is. He really is. Poor guy, but he plays it off so well. So Bobby Lashley ends up coming down after Brock Lesnar says, "Let's go get your ass out here." Um, a bunch of security guards lined up, setting up a table on the stage for Lashley. Brock just basically saying, "This is a bunch of BS." Lashley saying, "We could do this on my time. I don't know if I'm going to sign it." It worked out perfect. The crowd started chanting "Bobby's scared" or whatever. It worked out phenomenal. I think both superstars, they just do like, oh man, this crowd is great. They just set this up for victory. So Brock Lesnar actually went down the ramp through the security guards, went to go attack Bobby. Bobby hit him with a suplex and then a spear. Awesome. Both sold it very well. By the way, Bobby Lashley did sign the contract, so we're good to go. Um, you know, there's so many ways that WWE can I guess you say book a contract signing, and I think they wanted to have it be a little different. Have Bobby Lashley be at the top of the ramp, and then have Brock Lesnar go down to him. And you know what? They did it perfectly, and the way they thought about it was just awesome. Especially attacking all the security guards. I felt bad for one security guard. I think Brock Lesnar. He just really goes off script. He doesn't give a hoot, and he really attacked a security guard. He don't give a hoot, a rat's ass.
Oh, absolutely, man. They both look
Like,
strong going into the Elimination Chamber. I feel like this was the
oh,
perfect way to book them heading into it. Both behemoths looking strong, and I'm surprised. I don't know who's going to win this thing. I think it's a 50-50 decision. We'll
and
get
you know what? It's this Elimination Chamber pay per view, especially all the matches. Like they're so unpredictable, and that's what's awesome.
absolutely.
All right, let's move forward. Piper Niven battling Mia Yim. All right. Both women, they're not in the chamber match. So I'm happy they had a match. I guess you could say this this Raw. Um, the match was all right. Few good moves here and there. Piper Niven, Beecham. It's a little lackluster. I don't know what Meacham's doing. Like
A little bit of filler, a little bit of
after being in the OC, I don't know, man. I don't know. Piper Niven with a clean win, whatever she needed it, especially returning as Piper Niven, no longer Dewdrop or whatever. Um, let's move next to a beautiful promo. Well, we'll get to that. So Baron Corbin was giving an interview backstage with, I think it was Kathy Kelly, and then as he's about to explain, what's going on with the state of Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn jumps in the ring, and especially with a mic, the cameras get to it a little choppy, but it's supposed to look like that, asking Cody Rhodes to actually join him in the ring. He has a few words to say. Crowd was through the roof. They were ecstatic. Awesome. Give it to me. What we got was just pure gold, right?
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, dude. It was whew, I think everybody got goosebumps, and like Rhodes sold it so well. So Rhodes just tried to pump up his ego a little bit. Um, and Sami Zayn, he's kind of not sure about what's going to happen Saturday. He believes he can, I guess, but Cody Rhodes kind of added more fuel to the fire, saying the whole WWE universe believes you'll take a dub, and so doesn't Montreal, your hometown. And Cody Rhodes says, I even believe it too. You know what I mean? But basically, I have to finish my story. You can finish yours. And basically, both men talking about how they could face each other at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes, especially, he says, I don't want to see you on Raw next week after Elimination Chamber. I want to see you at Mania. Crowd is going nuts. If Sami Zayn could pull this off, which I highly doubt it, I think it could be a bigger upset than Kofi Kingston's win at Mania.
Oh, absolutely, dude. The roof is gonna blow out the place as Sammy wins that title. You know what? This was just a great promo between two very passionate superstars. Cody's just gold on the mic, and Sammy's really shown that he could step up when the time comes, and
Hmm,
he could be a future champion come Elimination Chamber this Saturday.
I think so. Be certainly interesting. Now, what we have next, a 6-woman tag team contest, 3 women from Raw, 3 women from SmackDown. It's all the competitors for the Elimination Chamber match this Saturday. So I like how WWE actually pulled that off. It made sense. I don't think they were going to do it on SmackDown. It makes sense to do it on Raw. It's a little bit of longer of a show. So Liv, Raquel, and Natalia taking on Nikki Cross, Asuka, and Carmella. Cross on Rodriguez start, quick to tag out to Carmella and Natalia, she still has it, man, but there's just something missing. All right, I don't know. I don't want. We can make a whole video about it, but there's just, it's just not doing it for me. Um, Nikki Cross and Carmella were actually too hurt to have their hands raised by the ref at the end as Carmella, Asuka, and Nikki Cross took the W. It was honestly a crazy match, but you know what? As long as Raw took the dub, I'm happy with it. I didn't expect, Natalia, Raquel, and Liv to take the W. I'm really happy Raw did. Nikki Cross needed it. Asuka did too, especially, returning from being not put on the shelf, but she just needed it. And so doesn't Carmella.
Yeah, man, I really have to say, Carmella has surprised me in her return, man. She looks excellent in the ring, and you know what? I could honestly say it could be a shocker, but she could win the Elimination Chamber match for the women.
Exactly, especially before pinning. I think it was Liv or somebody. She attacked two of her uh, teammates.
Yeah.
Basically, I get what they were doing because Elimination Chamber, everybody's for themselves. And then she took the W there, but made Asuka look really strong. He was awesomely booked. So what we have next: Bronson Reed and Mustafa Ali meeting for a singles match. Honestly, dude, like, give me it again. You know what I mean?
Just two excellent performers in the ring, really.
I don't like. I feel bad for Ali. So don't like for Baron Corbin. That poor guy. Like, he can make anything flow, but of course his JBL thing didn't work. But Ali, man, he's like a Dolph Ziggler. You know what I mean? So there was a part that I think really turned this match around when Bronson Reed threw Ali over the barricade into like 2 chairs. Like, it was crazy. The crowd was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, is he actually hurt?" Ali can just sell anything, man. He's just great, but good for him for doing that. So huge splash from the top rope, easy win by Bronson Reed. But Ali, there were a few moments where we thought he was going to turn it around, didn't end up doing it. Didn't expect him to take a W, but you know what? I guess he just was there to put over Bronson. Ali with a little bit of a hair color change. I'm digging it, man. But just poor Mustafa Ali, huh?
Yeah, like you said, he's more like a Dolph Ziggler. It seems these days, putting over the younger talent.
Yeah,
And you know what? Whoever they put him in the ring with, that he just does absolutely phenomenal. Reminds me of a Chad Gable type, and hopefully we see bigger things in his future.
I think so. Absolutely. No. Miz TV, Miz welcoming Seth
One
Rollins
of the
as a
best
guest.
segments of Miss TV I've seen in quite a
No
while.
problem. Absolutely. Before Miz actually takes on somebody next. So the way Seth was dressed, he's just crazy in fishnets or whatever it
Oh
is.
boy.
I don't know. And then wearing those big red boots. It's been going on social media, whatever. I haven't been keeping up to date with that, but Seth is just crazy. So, what actually happened is Seth Rollins was taking out the Miz. It got a little heated, of course it would. Before Austin Theory tried to attack Miz from, or Seth Rollins, excuse me, from behind. Miz and Austin Theory kind of having, I guess, last laugh before Miz recovers during the break, just as Rick Boogs comes out for the scheduled match. Boogs just throws him around with ease. Just a quick win for Rick Boogs. Didn't make Miz look weak, he got his ass handed to him in the ring earlier, but good call for Rick Boogs. Good booking there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Boogs man looking like the powerhouse on Monday Night Raw that we all wanted to see. Looking like he has some big things coming up on Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, coming up on Raw, man, let's talk about our main event.
Oh
So,
boy, here
after
we go.
grueling cage match, Bayley and Lynch in the ring together. All right. Also, Bianca Belair, triple threat. Whoever wins, Bayley or Becky, they're added to the Elimination Chamber match for the women's bout. It will start as a triple threat match. I don't think they've ever had anything like this before, but nonetheless, there's no disqualification. Dakota Kai and Io Sky interfering on Bayley's behalf, blah, 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 especially towards Elimination Chamber. Kind of expected that to happen. Um, Helping Bayley beat up Lynch and Bianca Belair. Then all the bunch of women from this upcoming Elimination Chamber match from Raw, SmackDown, even other women from backstage showed up at ringside. Belair took them all out by throwing Sky into them from the top canvas. It was just an awesome match. Three women just sold it. Lynch hit Bayley with the manhandle slam. Then the EST actually grabbed her for a KOD and dropped her right on top of Bayley. Um, Lynch rolled out of the ring. Bianca went to cover Bayley for the 3 count. Neither women are going to be headed to Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair stopped that. But it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal match. Bianca Belair is so talented. Give me it again.
Yes, sir. You know it. I mean, it was just absolutely an incredible match to end the show. 3 top women on the Raw roster really sold out and really got me pumped up for Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair looking like a badass, handling all the women that came from the back with that KOD. It's one of my favorite women's finishers, and
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Bianca Belair looking strong heading into Elimination Chamber. That's for sure.
All that matters, man. Well, we'll keep everybody updated. SmackDown in Montreal is going to be a showstopper, so we'll see. But definitely going to go home show for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, you said it, man. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, peace out.
Peace.
This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.